this tune wrote itself, and we say that all the time. It may or may not be true. It kind of doesn't matter whether it's true or not. That's the experience of it. So again, this tuning, like the tuning for Shirt, is a modal tuning. It's neither major nor minor. So you can make it minor by adding the flat third, or you can make it major by keeping a natural third. And again, modal tunings allow you to stick to the third and fifth fret and a little bit on the second, and all of a sudden you can be a lot faster because you don't have a lot of things to decide on. You just know that that shape is going to be minor. Or second and fourth fret, you know that it's going to be major. And so the way the tune announced itself was in that first phrase. And then that sort of became a call out, and there was an answer. And then that required some sort of going forth and building upon, so a call out and an answer. And again, there's a 4 minor in there, which is the least Irish thing that you can imagine. But a call out and an answer, which is a progression. So the original call out so that essentially is our A section. Let me play it straight through. Now, I wish I had 40 tunes like this, but I don't. This tune just found its way to me, and all of the, it's just very much of a piece. You know, it sounds like to me, like a lonesome melody from somewhere in the past. Its structure, the fact that it is not in a time signature. It's actually sort of rubato and legato and obligato. It plays itself. All those things. I was 19 years old when I wrote this tune. I was using compositional techniques that I had never encountered, couldn't name if you told me. So again, this is why I say some tunes feel like they just come from outside you. And obviously, that can't be true. You know, it's not a strong premise. I don't really think that songs are magical things floating out there on the ether. But I do think that it feels like that, and we might as well let it feel like that. We might as well enjoy that. What I'm doing with this tune is just coughing up all the music that I had heard until then. I mean, there might be some argument for it being a genetic thing. My name, Mulvey, is an Irish word. It means bald. It's nice to know at least 2 things about your future. But maybe this is the kind of tune that people of Irish descent are genetically predisposed to write. I don't know. Again, that's just a theory. But once we had that iteration, I felt like I just needed a little a little interlude, and then launch us back in. And so we began out of time, and then we entered a time signature. I'm going to go through to the reiteration of that first theme. And then the answer. So the next part. And an answer. So a response and resolution. Now the interlude. And that's a 5 dominant chord. Again, nothing you would find in a lot of Irish trad music. But then the feel, and in something of a rhythm. Instead of resolving, we get to this. A descending figure and harmonically nothing like Irish music, and then more descent. Major to minor. And now a new section. This is what in the trade you would call through composed. It doesn't have a verse chorus structure at all. A section, B section, none of that. It just keeps wandering forward. Call and response. So call again, and then response done an octave apart in unison. So now the second section. And again. This brings us to the finger tapping section of the song. I'd love to tell you that I had some sort of plan, but I didn't really have a plan. This tune is, I feel like this is, you only get a few of these in your writing life. It felt very dreamlike, very intuitive, and it sort of was wandering. And so there's an implicit sense there, like, well, dude, where is this headed? And so I feel like the entire thing is sort of a setting a stage and wandering towards a discovery, and the discovery is going to be very technical. So I feel like we should close here and really launch into the rudiments of how I built the tapping section of the tune next. So that was one long mystical wanderation through an intro to the sort of fireworks part of the tune.